Michael was extremely competitive in everything he did. In Michael's second year, the Bulls were not any good, and we were the Boston Celtics, and we were on our way as one of the greatest teams ever to play basketball at any level, at any time. In game one, we kill them. Larry, Kevin, Chief, Danny, DJ, they have great games. And at the end of the game, we look at the box score, and this guy named Michael Jordan, he's got 49 points. We just said, well, yeah, he's pretty darn good, but he'll never do that again. Game two takes 41 shots, makes 22 of them, takes 21 free throws and makes 19 of them and goes for 63 points. The Celtics are able to win the game in double overtime, 135 to 131. But we knew how lucky we had been to win that game because Michael was just so spectacular. That was the game where Larry Bird, in his post-game media comments, said, "I've just seen God disguised as Michael Jordan." And the rest is history.
Following the Freedom Trail to the Cradle of Liberty, Faneuil Hall. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Boston, home of Game 2 of the Chicago Bulls-Boston Celtics matchup. I'm Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Clark Kellogg and Coach Mike Fratello. And Mike, Chicago hoping to even the series up here tonight.
And it won't be easy, not against this Celtics team. The Celtics are the favorites to come out of the East, and they've showed why that's the case with a convincing Game 1 win.
Very convincing. And the bright spot, Clark, from Game 1 for the Chicago Bulls, the production they got from the terrific Michael Jordan.
How about his performance? Didn't look like he had been bothered at all by that foot injury. 49 points, and he showed he's extremely ready for the big stage of the playoffs. But you know what? He's going to have to even be better for them to get the win tonight.
That's a good thought. And the Bulls will start with Charles Oakley and Dave Corzine at the 4 and 5. Running the point will be Kyle Macy. And on the wings, it's the fearsome duo of Michael Jordan and the Iceman, George Gervin. And the Celtics' vaunted front court, Bird and McHale at the forwards, with Robert Parrish in the middle. The backcourt pairing for them, Dennis Johnson and Danny Ainge.
And the Bulls are in dire need to even this series. Losing by 17 points in Game 1, they need to make a statement tonight.
The pass to Parrish. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson.
An outstanding find by Johnson. Very comfortable at the 1 or the 2 spot.
Here's Mason. A deep three from Jordan. Now Macy, back to Jordan. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on Kevin McHale.
Pretty good display of strength by Jordan there. Absorbed the contact and still able to nail the shot.
And Clark, the Bulls can't fall down 0-2 in a 5-game series.
Hey, Kevin, it's hard enough to beat this Celtics team in any series, but to take 3 straight games from them, virtually impossible.
I think you're right. No good from Bird. And the big question and Mike problem for the Celtics. How do they slow down Michael Jordan?
Well, they sent a few options his way in Game 1. They know they need to be better and will still vary their looks.
Now here's Jordan. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And Jordan is simply amazing at finishing through contact. Doesn't matter what you throw at him or who, he finds a way to score.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
Aggressive take there to get inside. Looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game.
Here's McHale following the basket by Michael Jordan. Bird inside. Oakley's there. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And Bird is so intelligent at reading shot trajectories, which is why he's able to grab offensive rebounds.
And Jordan with 49 points the last game. Any chance you think he'll match that?
I'm never comfortable betting against Michael Jordan, Kevin. This guy is so good and so amazing. He's got the skill and the will to do it. I think a lot depends on what kind of defense the Celtics play on.
And that's going to be the thing to watch.
Got some space in the mid-range, but wasn't able to convert. Still, not a bad chance for him.
The shot's good from Jordan.
Using his tremendous strength and body control, Jordan shrugs off the contact and gets the shot to fall.
Now, here is Ainge. Now with the inside on the Celtics game plan, let's send it over to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, this young Michael Jordan has a lot of tools in his bag. The first thing the Celtics want to do is stop straight line drives. Guys have to rotate over and give him angles off of the basket. But Jordan is so good with his quick first move and then going vertical, it allows him to convert right over the top of defenses. Guys?
David, thank you. In game one, the Celtics tried 5 different defenders on Michael Jordan, and Mike, ultimately, he got a little fatigued, but not before he put up 49.
One of the assistant coaches with Chicago said about Jordan, he's got the jump shot ability of a Jerry West and the ability to go to the hoop of a Julius Erving. Pretty good people to be compared with.
Phenomenal comparison. I love that. And Clark, here's something that no team has been able to do. Slow down the Celtics front court.
Well, there's just so much talent, actually too much talent at every position to be able to plug all the holes. They hurt you at both ends of the floor, too. Bird, McHale, Parrish, all elite players.
I think someday all 3 will be in the Hall of Fame.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
And you look at this Chicago team, and they aren't your typical 8 seed.
You know, Mike, they didn't have Jordan for much of the season, and that certainly skews their record. But they are a fearless, confident, aggressive group that can hang with anybody when they're on their game.
Passes to Bird. Back to Ainge. Nice ball movement by Boston. Offensive rebound. And it's Parrish with the jam.
The long arms of Parrish, using that incredible length to do damage on the offensive glass.
Paxson passes to Jordan. 1:11 left here in the first quarter. No good. And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That's foul number 2 for him. Walton's checked in for the Celtics. Seaston comes in for Dennis Johnson. Chicago also making some changes. Green comes in for Dave Corzine. And Banks is subbed in for Gervin.
And the Bulls unable to stay with the Celtics in game 1. It was within reach until the fourth quarter, but fell 123 to 104.
And, you know, it really came down to the experience of the Celtics. That was a huge advantage for them. This is a group of championship players, and they had one of the best regular seasons ever as well.
Here's Ainge. The second chance effort, McHale, and he converts the layup.
Relentless on the boards. McHale will outwork any opponent. You have to try to match his level of energy.
Michael Jordan on the wing. Oakley, a screen on Ainge. Jordan dishes to Oakley. Ainge grabs the board. Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Seasting. Shot clock at 5. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Got it up. And it's in. Oh, wow. He nails the buzzer beater.
He was doing whatever he wanted to out there. I love how he closed out this quarter.
The D looking helpless to stop him. He's running all over them.
And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for Chicago. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter in this round 1 matchup between the Chicago Bulls and the Boston Celtics.
And the plan for the Bulls this series is to try and slow things down. The Celtics want to get into an up and down game. Makes sense with all the weapons they have.
So the Bulls 5 right now. We've got Corzine. Michael Jordan is out there with John Paxson. And it's Green, and it's Banks, and at the 3, the small forward. Now, here is Ainge. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Bird. Wide open. They get it again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You talk about footwork in the post. I think McHale is without peer And it takes a lot of practice to refine the footwork that he has. That's dedication to your craft on full, fruitful display.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Parrish comes in for Walton. And it's Johnson in for Seasting. And Chicago also making a switch. Gervin's checked in. And the slower the game gets, Clark, the more beneficial that is for the Bulls.
And, you know, that's not easy with all the great passes the Celtics have. The Bulls need to make sure they get back in transition because the Celtics are looking to push it every chance they get.
Pushing that pace, you're right. And Jordan now over 20 points in the first half. Mike, looks like another big game is brewing for him.
And he has that look in his eye early on. At this rate, who knows how many points he'll end up with.
Well said.
And during the season, Boston took 5 of the 6 meetings. But Boston was beating just about everyone at that rate.
Corzine with the screen on Johnson. Jordan passes to Corzine, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Corzine's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls.
And they're pressing their advantage here, looking to extend this lead.
Not content to rest on their laurels. They'll continue to attack.
Johnson, the pass to Parrish. Over Corzine. Here's McHale. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Green. And Mike looking at the 2 stars for the team. Michael Jordan right now with the edge over Larry Bird.
And Jordan is a much more pure scorer than Bird. Still, you expect Bird to crank it up later if this team needs his scoring punch.
And they're going to.
And right now, MJ has it going on. His teammates should just continue to get him to rock.
Tell you what, the Bulls have really done a terrific job not giving this Celtics crowd a reason to get into it at all.
Celtics trail by 11. And only one of those meetings between Boston and Chicago, Clark, featured the Bulls at full strength.
You know, Jordan only played the Celtics once in the regular season, Kevin. It was his 4th game back from injury. We're seeing how different those matchups could have gone had he been healthy.
That's a solid observation. Redmond's checked in for the Celtics. McHale with it. Now Green defending. Johnson left side. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Parrish. Again, the miss by the Celtics. You look at the numbers for Larry Bird this season, Mike, 25, 10, and 7. I mean, numbers that he's put up for several seasons in a row now.
Bird has defined what the small forward position is all about. And that's 6'10", by the way. He impacts the floor in every metric. I'm ready to call him the best small forward ever. Wow. It would take a special talent to knock him off that pedestal.
And coming from you, that's high praise.
Nice shot. DJ loves to go to work in that mid-range area.
It's Jordan on the wing. That one falls, coming off of Paxson's feed. Jordan's got 29.
Hey, it's as plain as pound cake. Keep it simple. They want to see how big this league can get.
No such thing as running up the score at this level.
And as we expected, Mike Fratello, this Celtics front court has been a problem for Chicago.
And this is something the Bulls won't ever have an answer to. I mean, the whole Eastern Conference didn't have an answer for Bird, McHale, and Parrish.
Future Hall of Famers in some people's eyes.
Selfless play by McHale with the ball. Didn't like what he saw for himself, so he gives it away.
Paxson passes to Jordan, shoots over Bird. A shot by Jordan, no good.
The defense willing to concede the mid-range as the lesser of evils. It paid off there.
The shot's good from Wedman. And here are the Bulls now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Like the Celtics still looking for an answer to Michael Jordan.
And you might see more double teams and triple teams at the rate he's scoring. He's on his way to another monster game scoring tonight.
Johnson surveying the floor. And the pass to Wedman. Dishes it to Bird. Over Gervin. And it's Bird missing. Chicago leading by 10. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And some changes here for the Celtics. Walton comes in for Robert Parrish. And it's Seasting in for Johnson. Bulls making a switch here. And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That's his 3rd foul of the game. So it's the Celtics now, and he commits the intentional foul.
Why'd they foul there? Let it go.
Time and score. You have to be aware of both.
The Celtics shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
A reliable role player for this team. Sting understands how to facilitate this offense and involve his teammates. The defense keeps fouling him, and he's making them pay for it.
Jordan kicks it over to Corzine. Jordan against Walton. Pass to Macy. Back to Jordan. It could go. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And the first half is now in the books. Bulls lead by 8. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. It's called the City of Champions. The third quarter set to get underway here at the Garden. We're here in Boston for Game 2 of the Bulls and Celtics. Second half of play getting going here in Boston. And here is Macy. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
You look at the firepower of this Boston team. 3 All-Stars in Bird, McHale, and Parrish. And this core has been together for their latest title runs.
And now, let's go to DA.
Thanks very much. Now, we know about Larry Bird's determination at certain points, but Michael Jordan has some of those same qualities. He missed 64 games this season with a broken left foot, and Chicago management didn't want him to play anymore. But he put that foot down, citing his love of the game clause that's in his contract, which allows him to play whenever he wants, and he said, I'm going to play basketball. That's what I am, a basketball player. And he's back on the floor. Guys?
David, thank you. It's a great story. Michael loves to play the game, Mike Fratello.
And he rarely seems to get tired. Some people have speculated that because he missed a great deal of the season, he doesn't have the normal fatigue at this time of year.
McHale is out there with Parrish. Then it's Ainge. Then there's Bird. And it's Johnson in at the point guard. That's the Boston 5. Here's Parrish. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. And the Celtics core club won in 1984 and returned to the finals again last season.
And I think for the Celtics team, anything short of a title, Kevin, is a bust. I mean, they know they're the team to beat, and they carry themselves that way. One of the most talented teams we've probably ever seen in the league.
I agree. Outside Jordan. To the inside. And stolen by McHale.
Looking at the way Jordan finished the regular season, you had to know that he was on the verge of having a stellar playoff run. Scary to think how good he'll be in the coming years.
Mike, his work ethic, I know, impresses you so much.
And in a hard contest like this, you expect your guys to give you everything they've got.
You're right. Clark, you know, I love watching him hustle there. His teammates appreciating the effort. And I'm looking at you, and you appreciate that effort.
Shaking my head, yes.
Especially at this point of the game. Let's see if this serves as a jolt of energy for them moving ahead.
Almost 30 points per game for Michael Jordan, Mike, in the final 5 games of the season. An unbelievable streak.
And the future for Jordan looks bright as ever. Starting to show he's more than just a high flyer. He started to develop the skills to score at all levels of the floor.
You sound like a coach. I know you appreciate that game so much.
Really strong putback from underneath that time.
Yeah, good luck, right, Clark, when he has the ball in his hand.
Exactly.
They love his determination down there.
Johnson can't hit. Mike, the way this game has gone, the Celtics cannot slow down Michael Jordan.
Well, they've tried some different looks in the first half, but nothing seems to be the answer for Jordan.
You're right. It's stolen by McHale. And a fast break now for the Celtics. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Bird.
Tremendous effort from this team, fighting hard to get close.
Well, they've done it by playing well on both ends. That needs to continue if they want to have a shot to win.
And Jordan continues to be the dominant scoring force on the floor. Mike, Bird can't even keep up with them.
That's no knock on Bird. That's just how special Jordan is. He is putting on an absolute show in this game.
And I bet Bird is impressed too. Johnson, the pass to McHale. And here's Bird, guarded by Gervin. 7-foot shot, and with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to 2 points now on the basket from Bird.
An innate ability to score the basketball. Bird beats you in many different ways. That time from close range.
Screen by Oakley. Jordan dishes to Oakley. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Jordan's got 3 assists tonight.
And when you look at that stacked 84 draft class, obviously there's Jordan. Some incredible talents in just their second season.
Bird high post. And another basket for Boston.
Look at Bird showing off the catch and shoot ability.
40 seconds left in the third quarter. Jordan looking around. And taken away by Johnson. And the foul called on Michael Jordan. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Some changes for Boston. Walton's checked in for Parrish. And it's Heasting in for Dennis Johnson. Ains the pass to Walton. Here is Heasting. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. For the tie. And it's good on the way up. McHale's got 8 points.
You know, they could have gave up and thrown up the white flag, but instead they've scratched and clawed their way back into it.
A real testament to how much these guys believe in themselves. Even when they're down and things look hopeless, they kept plugging away.
And here is Ainge. No good on the last second attempt there. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. It's the Bulls leading by just 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Final quarter of play starting in this Game 2 matchup between Chicago and Boston. Boston trailing.
And with the injury Jordan sustained this year, he has about as fresh of legs as anyone. He showed that in Game 1.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Jordan is out there with Paxson. Then there's Charles Oakley. Then it's Corzine. And it's Banks in at the 3 spot.
Not a strong finish there, resulting in a rare miss from him. A well-timed feed was the catalyst for that bucket. That's how you set someone up for success.
And Jordan with the broken foot earlier this season, Clark. Boy, right now he looks 100%, doesn't he?
You know exactly right, Kevin. He had some games towards the end of the year to get himself acclimated and going again. But as you said, he looks locked in now with no holds barred on his game.
No limits at all.
Exactly.
Jordan, the pass to Corzine, and the dunk by Corzine.
Outstanding execution out of the 2-man game there. Jordan, such a skilled playmaker, and that's an area of his game that often gets overlooked. And, you know, part of the reason why the Celtics feel comfortable pushing the tempo, the development of Danny Ainge, it gives them another option to initiate the fast break.
Walton a screen on Paxson. Here's Heasting. The offensive rebound. And it's Walton missing. The Bulls leading by 4. Here's Jordan. And Jordan throws it down.
When it's Jordan in the open court, get ready for a show.
Mike Ainge, a player that makes a difference off the stat sheet. Always doing the little thing.
He's an X factor for the Celtics. He can spark the team with a few hustle plays, 3-pointers, a great fit alongside the rest of the Boston Stars.
Terrific fit. Pass to Jordan. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You know, this is why Jordan is such an effective scorer. Picks his spots really well inside.
Parrish, he's checked in for the Celtics. Johnson comes in for Heasting. Gervin's checked in for Chicago. Macy comes in for John Paxson. Pass to Parrish. On the wing, Johnson. Parrish with the screen on Gervin. Johnson. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Corzine's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Jordan throws it down.
A total team player, like whenever Corzine gives it up to the open man.
Johnson kicks to McHale. The shot off that time. Oakley with some nice D. Jordan had 49 in game one and creeping up on that here.
What a power surge by these guys. They can't miss.
Literally, what a stretch.
Feeds it to McHale. It's tipped.
A tough defender all around. Oakley sent that one right back.
Stolen by Ainge. 2 minutes remaining. He kicks it to Johnson. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Chicago leading by 10. Chicago again turning it over.
Just not on the same page right there. Not sure what he was trying to do with that pass.
Larry Bird's checked in for Boston. .151 left in the fourth quarter. There's the pass to Ainge. Now, here is Bird. Passes it to Ainge. Nice ball movement by Boston. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Johnson. Nails the 16-footer.
A savvy offensive player. Johnson realizes when he should take quick shots.
Johnson against Jordan. Releases, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Bird inside. Over by Griffin. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Bird. 109 left in the fourth quarter. Jordan down low. Johnson's there. And Jordan now matching his game one total. Clark, we're watching incredible stuff here.
We really are, Kevin. And I thought Boston would have made a point to really slow Jordan down, but they just have not found an answer for him.
None. 58 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul.
You know, I just can't get my head around this decision at this point. I mean, you've got to keep the clock going right now.
Not sure what he was thinking there. I'm sure this will be something Coach will highlight during the next film session.
Key makes. They needed all of them.
The total for Jordan keeps on climbing. He's now past 49.
Clever pass by Macy. He spots a guy ready to score and makes sure he gets the ball.
.51 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 8. 46 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Johnson. From 15 feet away, it's hauled in by Oakley.
You don't get a lot of those chances. He's going to want that shot back.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
And Boston has possession. 8-point game.
I like seeing Ainge put pressure on the defense, finding ways to get to the line.
Shooting for Boston.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. John Paxson, he's checked in for Chicago. Both free throws good from Ainge. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Danny Ainge. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And another turnover here by Chicago.
Guys, I'm at a loss for words. What was that?
There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 5.
The best defensive guard in the league. Dennis Johnson makes his opponents work for anything they get.
Timeout called, the Bulls. They're in front by 4. 35 seconds left in the game. And so they foul intentionally.
Dennis Johnson. First personal foul. Third team foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Game hanging in the balance down the stretch. This is who you want at the line.
Chicago calls timeout. They're up by 4. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So he comes up empty at the line. Austin with the ball, trailing by 4. And they go to the intentional foul.
Third personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
Such a tremendous all-around shooter. Larry's so good in these situations. In fact, one of the league's best. Unfazed by the moment. He delivers when his team needs it the most.
Chicago calls timeout. They're ahead by 2. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
Danny Ainge. Third personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can end the second.
And Macy is money from the line. The exact type of player you want taking these important shots. That could have been the end of it. Instead, he hands them a lifeline.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. That one drops. He ties it up.
Excellent composure at the line there to tie things up and give them a shot at overtime.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Bulls making a switch here. Jordan's checked in.
Now into the lineup for the Bulls. Michael Jordan.
Macy with him. Going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Hi, everyone. What a game it's been. And it's still not over. The Bulls and Celtics here in overtime.
And in overtime, you feel like the whole series could rest on this game. Whoever gets the win here will have a huge momentum boost.
We've got Oakley. Macy is out there with Michael Jordan. Then it's Corzine, and it's Banks in at the small forward position. And then slammed in by Jordan.
And what a finisher Jordan is on these slams, putting on a show for the fans.
So it's the Celtics now. A 2-point game. And the winner of this overtime game, Clark, might be the favorite the rest of the series.
A lot at stake here in the extra time, Kevin. I think you're exactly right. This is when you lean on your stars and let them do their thing. They're expected to shine in these moments because the balance of the series is at stake.
Here's Mason. Pass to Jordan. And he banks in the layup. Jordan's got 55.
As clutch as they come. Michael Jordan, a huge bucket.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. John Paxson, he's checked in for Mason. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Celtics. Trailing by 2. And there's the pass to McHale. Kicks it out to Johnson. 5 on the clock. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, that's another low percentage shot. He's been settling throughout this game for those kinds of shots.
Bird, the pass to McHale. Great play by Bird to set it up. McHale's got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
McHale handling his business. Never looking pressure or hurry, unfazed.
And the Bulls call timeout here. We've got 1:28 left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Ainge is checked in for C-Stamp. This is it to Jordan. Shoots over Ainge. It's hauled in by Bird. Bird's got rebound number 5 here tonight to take the lead. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
He's not going to get a much better look than that. Waste of a terrific opportunity, unfortunately.
Pass to Jordan. Yes!
Well, Jordan has been fantastic.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They trail by 2. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Bird. Over Banks. Bird can't hit. And here we go. Jordan going to the hoop. One more bucket and Jordan will tie the playoff record. He's got 59.
Not shying away at all. Fearlessly stepping into that big shot. Wow. Beautiful.
That takes real guts. I think this whole arena was holding its breath.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're up by 4. 32 seconds left in the first overtime. Coach trying to seize control right now.
If they can convert here, they might be able to close the door.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5.
The blend of athleticism and scoring prowess Jordan possesses is insane. He's capable of destroying teams all by himself. Ideal outcome for this trip, making every shot and padding their lead.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're trailing by 6. 29 seconds left in overtime.
Substitution on the court.
From the inbound. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
The ball is in the hands of the exact right guy. When you have to get a shot, trust Bird to deliver.
Timeout called, the Bulls. They lead by 4. 26 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Here's Paxson, and that's an intentional foul. He misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
For this team, John Paxson is a guy you can rely on. Runs the offense well, can shoot it as well, and pretty solid defensively, too. You know, they've got to get a quick basket. They need to get busy in a hurry.
Score and then foul to stop the clock.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
Taking 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
A steady hand at the line in a tough situation narrows it to a one-possession game.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
They want to extend this game. That's why they did what they did there.
Yeah, so they had to foul there. Need a little luck now.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. No luck that time either.
And the game has actually come down to this. They need a bucket, or you can practically call it a wrap.
And they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1.
A high-level player on both ends. You can't question the heart Johnson plays with, but right now he's tasked with a crucial trip to the line. This game just feels like it could come down to the wire. So that is just the kind of success they need to have at the free throw line.
Now here's Paxson. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. Welcome back, everyone. This has been one for the ages. Another overtime period here in this incredible Chicago Bulls-Boston Celtics matchup. And here is Johnson. Bird outside. Pass to McHale. Over Oakley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Third personal foul.
Great job by McHale creating contact by being physical himself.
And McHale drops them both. So it's Chicago now. A 2-point game. Paxson outside. Now the pass to Jordan. Shoots over Ainge. And with 63 points, Michael Jordan is the record holder for most points in a playoff game. What a night. What a special opportunity, Clark, to watch this young player go at it.
Absolutely remarkable. Unbelievable, Kevin. Jordan has announced his arrival to the NBA. A bona fide star with a lot of runway still in front of him.
A long runway. Corzine with the screen on Ainge. Jordan passes to Corzine. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Boy, they needed a bucket, and Dave Corzine is the man who steps up.
Johnson against Jordan. Passes to Ainge. Nice ball movement by Boston. Johnson outside. Just 4 to shoot. And here's Bird for 3. Corzine with the rebound. Corzine's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Corzine with the screen on Johnson. Jordan passes to Corzine. Count that one. And the Bulls lead by 2.
In a way, Jordan is your point guard. He's the initiator.
McHale with a screen on Jordan. Pass to Ainge. He dishes it to Parrish. Back to Ainge. Kicks to Johnson. Gervin against Bird. Good work defensively by Gervin. Chicago with the ball. Paxson outside. Back to Jordan. It's in!
Nobody more clutch than Jordan. When the game is on the line, he comes up large for his team.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're trailing by 4. There's 39 seconds left to play in the second overtime of quite a heated game. Kyle Macy's checked in for Chicago. Ainge with the ball. Back to Bird. Over Gervin. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And so they foul intentionally.
Dennis Johnson. 5th personal foul. 5th team foul.
And now we've got the intentional foul. The Celtics making a switch here. Ceasing's checked in. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. 26 seconds left in the second overtime. What a game. Austin with the ball. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Bird, the pass to Seasting. McHale outside. Down low. Out to Bird. They need this. The rebound by Corzine. And an intentional foul right there.
Robert Parrish. First personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Celtics. They're down by 8. 9 seconds left to play in the second overtime period. Could not get a winner with just 1. Guys, what do you think?
And, you know, the clock is running out on them now. They just couldn't pull it together.
They've got to be disappointed for sure. Not their best effort, and because of this, it's looking pretty much over for them.
And amazingly, the Bulls, Mike, have come into Boston and gotten a win. Great performance from them.
And with the series tied at 1-1 and the next 2 games in Chicago, the Bulls now have a real look at pulling off a miracle.
Well, Clark, the Celtic fans have to be feeling a little bit nervous after losing this game at home.
No doubt about it, especially when they have to deal with Michael Jordan in Chicago the next few games. Jordan at home has been electric, and if he gets hot, the Celtics might not make it back home.
Things have gotten very interesting. So for Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, and our entire 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching this 2K sports presentation of the NBA. See you later.